started it.
Okay. Thanks everybody. Nee, stop. Thanks everybody. This is Jack and Karen for a special support training webinar. We have been getting many questions in the support, and since Karen joined the support team, she does some personal Skype training, and several questions comes up on a regular time, and we wanted to be, as productive as possible and help you with using local team Jack and lead finder Jack products as best as you able are. So Karen will do those training on Sundays 2 p.m. As long as you are joining the calls and ask continued questions. So if there is a two-way win-win, we like to do that, but you have to attend and you have to show your appreciation so that we feel we use our time and your time to your best. Does that make sense? So with that said, Karen, they see your screen and I'm now a listener. Okay, so I will mute me.
Okay. Now just another technicality, when I open Lead Finder Jack, does that just show up on the screen? Anything I open? Well, let's just see what happens.
It will replace, yes.
Okay. Yeah, okay, great.
But you have to set the screen, I think, as your active screen. But you can always ask what people see. And
well, I can see it on my other computer, so
okay, yeah.
Okay, now I have to get this screen out of the way. All right. Okay, where to start? As you see across the top, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 search engines, and for the moment, people who are graduates of the AdWords class also have the AdWords search engine. And World works for pretty much any country in the world. So when you select World and you pick the country, you go and choose the country that you want to work with. Now, if you are in a hurry and you select one niche in all states or one niche in one state or all niches in one city, it's going to take quite a long time. So really decide what it is you need to find. All right, I need to go back to what was my questions. Okay, how to get the addresses, how to save the addresses and create a template. So any of them, you select the niche, select the city and the state and search. And let's just do auto mechanic. Little Rock. I'm in Arkansas, by the way. And search. And local biz seems to be about the fastest in finding companies. And when you go through the whole thing, okay, so it's finished. It found 44 companies in probably less than a minute. And you go to dig deep. If you want any of these extra search features, you stop, dig deep, come over to extra and select whichever ones you want, knowing that this is going to add to the length of time that it takes to find the information. So if you're doing unclaimed, dig deep, and the tool is going to now go and search all of these places to bring back the information for you. And I'm going to stop this now Okay, we'll pretend that it's completed its search, and we'll go to, once you're finished, then you go to campaigns. And the campaign that shows up on the screen is the last search that you just did. And this actually came back with quite a few email addresses. I think service industry tends to have more email addresses than professional companies. At least that's what it seems to be for me. And let's see. We want to, so we've got the addresses, and down the right-hand side are all sorts of search modifiers or criteria modifiers. And wherever you see an email address that is highlighted in yellow, it cannot be selected. Info at and service and support are typically seen as, email sent to these is typically seen as spam. So we won't be sending to these. All right. You can search by keyword, by city. If you need to have specific city only, Little Rock, I can do that. If you want to do, we didn't come back with mobile, so we didn't do a mobile search. So anyway, you can come down here and select the criteria that you want for your search results, and if you want to export, so this was how to save the addresses, so export. And if you've made a selection down here and then on this screen you use some different criteria, you're going to override what you wrote here or what you selected on the first screen. So you're going to give it a name. It's easier if you know how to spell. Okay, open. And click OK, and you'll be asked, do you want to open the CSV file? And here is your CSV file. Okay. And if you want to, what was the next question here? Create a template. Okay, so email. Say you wanted to do video prospector. The auto mechanic might do better if he had video, or you could, so let's do, first you start with library, and where is video prospector? There it is there, and I already have it here. If you don't have it in your library in the system, just go ahead and download it, and then click on modify. Pardon me. So you might want to start off with hi, and if you put company first name, if Lead Finder Jack found the business owner's first name, it will insert the business owner's name here. So it'll be hi John, hi Jack, whatever. And one of the first things I do is modify the maximum width of the message so that it doesn't ramble across a wide screen. And then I would go and modify the message, edit it, check it for spelling mistakes or grammar errors, or just modify the wording however you want it. And we can now come over and we're going to enter video. So here you would put the URL of the website that you want the person who looks at the email that you want them to go to. Okay. And click OK. You have to come over here and click on the token. You can't just type it in here and have it show up. And pardon me, you want to enter your name and phone number maybe. Okay. And then we save it. And now I want to send a test email to make sure that it looks right and that I actually receive it. I hope that's the right address. Oh, all right, no capitals. Okay, email has been sent. And let's go to see if we have received it. Okay, and here's the email. That came pretty quickly. And here is the image of the video. And if you click on this, hopefully, did I go to the right site? Yes. Okay, so then the person who received the email will come to your website, see the video, be all impressed, and fill in the details here and submit. And let's come back here. Actually, let's go back here. And I got to tell you, this feels really strange sitting here talking to myself and knowing that there's a bunch of people out there. Okay, verify the test email. All right, so I think I have...
I like it.
Yes. You like it?
Yeah, you talk, I listen.
Okay, okay. So that was...
Can you go back to that email, because I think users want to see that how the email looks like, and that so is everybody aware of that image was instantly created? It's not an image what you have to upload to your website, but it creates that image of the prospected domain and create a video player of it. So as you might know, personalized emails do much better response than just in general email. So with all those tokens, what you have in your toolbox in Lead Finder Jack, you can personalize those emails very well, and not only with text but now also with an image. So I think I haven't seen this feature in any other prospecting tool, and every time when I see it, wow, it blows me away. And even Karen shows to me and I think, wow. So
yeah, I know. Yeah, it is. It's also great getting the one with the mobile phone.
yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to read some of these
And
questions.
more coming soon. Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, yes. This will be very exciting, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any practical limits on how many leads you can go after at any one time? So I think, Jack, that would be a good one for you to answer. I don't think that there is a limit. You can send email to as many people as you have on your list.
I'm answering most of the questions. So if
Okay.
there are some questions left, I will save them for the end. So
Okay, because some of them are like novels.
okay. So just
Oh,
I just wanted to give you a break. So
okay.
talk
Okay.
something, and then you can take a deep breath and do the next 50 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, have I answered all the questions on this list? I guess everything except for now. We have to go. This part I always have to stop and think about. If we go back to, no, Jack, what's the next? I always get this mixed up. Start campaign, because I have to connect an email to the campaign.
Correct.
And, right. Oh, so where is,
Close this screen,
okay,
and then you see email below the campaign drop-down box, the third image. You close with the mouse, go to the left of remove. You see a big remove cross, and left of it is emails.
right.
Yeah, click on that.
Oh, okay, I was in the wrong one. I was in create. Okay. So we're going to do video prospect. So you go down the list here, whatever email you have downloaded and edited in the system will be in this right panel. So you click on the one that you want to send, or the ones that you want to send if you've got a sequence of them, and you move it over to the left-hand panel and click OK, and you are then ready to start your campaign. But I haven't selected it. I haven't really prepared this all yet, so I'm not going to go ahead. But what I would do is auto-select email, and there aren't any in this particular list, but I would auto-select email and go ahead and start the campaign.
Okay, let me speak a little bit about this. Can you click again on emails to select the templates? So on the right hand side you see all the prepared email templates. You can select one and click on the arrow button to the left, so that email template will get used. Now Lead Finder Jack is also kind of an autoresponder feature, which you can select not only one email template, but you can also select several email templates and enter the day when that email template is due to get sent. So on the, you see in column of the day, so one is of course day number 1, and the next email can be day number 3, and the other one can be day number 7. So with that you set up your messages in advance, and those get sent on the selected emails. So what will happen if somebody say, hey, I don't, so click on the click on here on OK to say you have selected several one, and of course the emails will only show when you finished and dig deep. So that is one of the reasons why the emails at the moment are not showing. So if somebody said, hey, I don't want to receive any email anymore or whatever, you can, there are several ways. So you can click again on emails on the top left of credits and right of search, click on that. On the top you see credits and emails in the middle of the screen. Now not on that one, go a little bit higher. And okay, go with
right.
And then left,
Yeah.
go left here. Yes, click on that. And there is a dashboard tracking, blacklist, and no contact. Okay.
Right.
So if you have a client or somebody said I don't want to get email anymore, you can add them to the no contact list. That will say, okay, this email will not get contacted anymore for that campaign. You have also blacklist. Black will say but independent on which campaign that email is, it will never get prospected.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the kind of, maybe you use an autoresponder within all service, those are the features you can use. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I know there were some questions about scheduling those email templates. Does that answer that question? Is everybody clear
Question.
about how to schedule several email templates? So first you create them. Second, you link them to the campaign, and you enter the day you want to have that sent. Okay?
I, I see Tom was asking if we can create our own email templates. So here, when you click on, you've got to be on email, and then on the little tabs underneath there, click on templates and then create. And you can make up your own, you do whatever you want in here, give it a name, and then it becomes part of your library.
Yeah, and use the tokens on the right to personalize
Yeah.
the email.
Mm-hmm.
Because a customized email converts better than a general email.
Right. Okay. A little lost are the
Uh, uh,
videos and templates. Okay. Leah's question, I'm a little bit lost. Are the videos in the templates or on the web page within our own? It's
so
the,
so the videos are in the membership side. So depending
yeah.
if you bought, let's say, video prospect Jack, or maybe you got as a bonus, you can
Mm-hmm.
take that video and put it on your website.
Right. And
Stand,
then
stand
this,
they come with images, but you probably have bought a product from me in the past or had a video, and if not, you can still do.
okay. Are we complete with this?
Yeah, I will
Yeah.
handle the other questions. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So are we ready to do local theme, Jack? Now, I believe it was Shamal that asked these questions and wanted a landing or squeeze page first. So I've been kind of playing around with it. Now, something that you need to know, let's just go to the dashboard. You're not going to break your site. One of the first things to do is just come in, go. So if you want to know how something works, just come in and add a page. And you can do whatever you want to this page, and unless you add it to the menu, nobody will ever see it. So we're going to just give it a name and use the Jack Page Builder. And I think that most lead capture or landing pages don't have a header on them, and I've not seen any that have a top menu. So I'm just going to get rid of those things. And I want a section that has, say, a video or a slide or something with some information that I want to share with people. And I want another section that will tell them why they're here. So I'll move this up here. And I think we generally don't have a footer on a landing page. And that's just my assumptions. So, excuse, I'm going to go and set the section background, and let's see, we'll just select a color. Actually, I have this wonderful little tool here. It's called Pixie, and you can just run your mouse over colors and see a color that you like and copy down the HTML code. So 1797BE. And I can now set this as the background color of the section. And I can copy and save that. So let's see, I want the top section, set a minimum height for the top section, say 300. We'll just try that and see. And you're just going to keep going back and forth and seeing how things fit and seeing how things work. And if I set a background for the section and I don't make any changes to the background in the row, then the section setting fills the whole row. So I'm going to add columns, and I think I will do it may not like, okay, so let's just do one column, and we're going to add an image. Okay. Now I've already made a sort of headline or banner sort of thing, and if anybody wants some little classes on how to use paint.net, I'd be happy to help you with that. It's a fabulous tool, and you can come in here and add any other information you want. Probably don't want to open it in a lightbox. Not going to save it as the link or a new window. I want the orientation to be centered. No removal of space. Top padding, I don't know, let's give it 50 and see. Save. So this is, it's fun to kind of fly by the seat of your pants here. Oh, I didn't do, okay, 2/3, 1/3. And I want to make the background the same color, full width background color. And we'll paste the other one, save section, add a module, and I'm going to stick in a video. You can put whatever you want in here. You can put a slider, and the video URL is, I think we can close Pixie now. Here is the, whoops, copy to clipboard and just paste. This is a video from the what was it, video jack. Save. Let's see, anything else in here? No, and save. I've been talking a lot, so my voice is really hoarse. Okay, now we're going to add a contact form. And I'm going to do HTML code. Now, I should probably go back to, I guess I can go over this later. I use, or I tried to use MailChimp for a long time, and I actually surprised the heck out of myself because I actually set it up correctly. So I went to MailChimp and logged in, made my form, copied the code, and came back to here. And let's open Team Jack Biz, open link in a new tab. I hope I'm not losing everybody. Okay, then I came to contact and down to the bottom, and I pasted my MailChimp code into the info block, clicked update, and then I copied this info block and went to the contact form setting, and I put the code in here and click save. And there's my contact form. And did I set that? Did I set a maximum height? 500. Now I'm winging this, so we might get there and it'll be total trash, but we'll find out in a sec. And preview changes. Okay, so MailChimp forms look sort of ghastly, and I think I edited out, but so here's the background color that we selected, here's the video, here's the headline, and the contact form. And I think in the contact, not that you would do this, but I also added a PayPal buy button. Let me see the other one. All right, just in case you wanted to put a PayPal buy button, there is a video tutorial on how to do that, and you click on the PayPal buy button, and it takes you to PayPal, and it even opens in a new tab. Okay, so let's enter an email address and submit. I don't know why MailChimp submit buttons don't ever show up. Oh, I already did that one. Okay, so let's go back here. Okay, and submit. Okay, so let's see if we got, all right, MailChimp isn't here yet. All right, it actually did work when I did it before, so we'll come back later. Let's go back here. And are there any questions about any of this so far?
So
are you still here, Jack?
I'm still here. So
okay.
Can you go back to the back end of the WordPress team and to integrations?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Okay, integration.
Okay, so with integration you have kind of the option to link directly Aweber or GetResponse with the drag and drop team. So if you do that, you can select even the list and have the fields, the name and the username inside local team Jack linked to Aweber or GetResponse, okay? Aweber and GetResponse do not offer a free level. You have the option to use any other mail autoresponder, but you need to grab that code and then use it as you know, kind of what Karen demoed as the HTML code, and create a short code and use that form. So that's an alternative if you kind of, I want to get started off not with GetResponse or Aweber and want to use MailChimp, for example, then you going that road. So both options are possible.
Yeah. And I think there are other free autoresponders that have slightly more attractive autoresponder forms than MailChimp does.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's up to you, but GetResponse and Aweber are very easily integrated. MailChimp, you need to create the form inside MailChimp, and then you copy and paste that form into the drag and drop team.
Right.
And one other thing, and it's not related to what you just shared, but it used to be that Sales Dynamite Jack was only released and integrated in a standard team. It is also now released and implemented in the drag and drop team. So you have also the option to use Sales Dynamite Jack, upload the leads and link the leads to the drag and drop team. So that is something new.
Yeah, and it's awesome. It really is. Okay. Now, were there any more questions about, I mean, this was quick and dirty. You can spend some time designing it, add images, add more videos, add bigger sliders. The big slider jack is fabulous, and it has a contact form on it. So don't be afraid to play around with it. If you create a page, and all right, got to go back here. If you create a page, you can create as many pages as you want. If you create a page and you don't like it, you just hit the trash button and the page is gone. So you're not going to break anything by adding pages and just playing with the setup. Now, setting up the contacts. I'm not quite sure what Shamal meant by that. Is Shamal here? Oh, I think he said he meant that how do you, let's see, we go to ThemeJack Biz. And contact. So here, if you're building a site for yourself, obviously you want to put your email address, your phone number, and your company name, your domain name. Remember to save the changes as you do them, and then your address, and save changes, and that's it for this one. So I don't know if Jack, is Shamal here?
So I'm not sure, but I wanted to
Okay.
expand a little bit on your comments is about Slider Jack. So as you know, Slider Jack is an incredible feature which shows the slider kind of in a full width, impressive first glance look. With you can even have a form or a banner on top of it. So it's very powerful, looks good. You can have all kind of buttons to link to the pages you want to have linked. So we, as you probably know, we have about 237 websites now at the moment, niches.
Jesus. Okay.
And here are we at this point. All the sliders for 237 are created. So we releasing them now. There are some other small settings which we do in each team. So the team is working on to make new releases. Okay, everybody get that?
Mhm. I'm just kind of in the background here showing how to add slider jack. Okay, you can do slider jack or video slider jack. I've not yet tried out the timer. So we'll just add slider jack and you'll give it a name if you want it to autoplay, how many seconds in between each pause, etc. And then you'll add a slide. Okay. It's not responding to my mouse. Okay. Give it a name and enter all your details here. The slider image. I don't have anything uploaded, so I can do this for another class. But if you want to play with it, just play with it. Don't be afraid. It's too much fun.
Okay, so let me comment on a little bit what you will get to
Mhm.
learn. Karen, do you see that checkbox in the green on the left hand side in the section?
Right.
Okay, so would like to save their work. Okay,
Yeah.
if you make changes and you kind of like to save your work. I
Mhm.
got that question the last half year almost every week. So what you can do now is you can clone, so clone that yellow one, or do you have a page where you have some content on it? So open an existing page.
Okay. Any day.
Okay, so what you can do now is deactivate a section. So what you can do is you can
Oh,
clone a section, make, so is it an existing page, Karen?
yes.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, so no. Clone is the image above it.
Right.
Okay, clone
I was
that.
just looking at what, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you have, and save this, save this page,
Oh, save the page? Okay.
and now you show the front end. And now you will see that the page has multiple sections. Okay. What you can do now is you can make the change in one of the section. And if you're happy with it, you just deactivate the section, the old section, which is kind of your backup. Everybody get this? This method? In that,
Oh, wow. This is,
in that way, you can kind of save your work. You make your changes to the section what is new,
oh,
and then
yeah.
you can kind of deactivate it, or kind of you are in a development stage and you don't want to make that section really live. Okay, you just
Mm-hmm.
deactivate that section and it will not be live.
So I just uncheck the box here?
You uncheck the box and you save the page, and
Okay.
now that section is not live in the front end.
That's awesome.
So this kind of makes it easy for you to make changes on the website and doesn't screw up anything. Okay? And when you're done, you just delete that section in the back end,
Yep.
and everything is cool. Okay? Everybody
That
get
is so awesome.
everybody get this feature? Okay. Now I got one more thing new. So sometimes you have certain sections which you really like and want to use a section on another page. Now you see that this scatter symbol where Karen was likely to hit 10 times or click on already, but click now on it. Below, click on that diskette symbol, Karen, below the clone symbol. Now you can save that section as a default section. Give it a name, Karen or whatever, default Karen.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
This is so cool.
Now go to a new page. You want to use it somewhere else. It can be on the same page, but let's make this cool and go to a new page.
Okay.
And now you add a section. Add a section. Oh, no, not fixed yet. Add section. Yes. Click on that. And now you can
oh wow.
Where
Don't
is
I import?
where import section? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to use the import section button. Okay. You see,
Okay.
that is, you see, guys, Karen just saved that section and can use that section now on another place, on any page, on the same page, on different pages. So now it comes very modular where to use a section. Kind of, you create something new once and you can use it over and over again.
Right.
Everybody get this feature? So
I didn't make it visible.
Really? No.
Yeah, I forgot to make it visible.
And it worked?
But that's, yeah, well, I didn't have this checked. I saved, I updated, I previewed, and there was nothing there. So I came back and this section was not checked. So
okay, now I have,
let's go back, see, now it is.
okay, you guys see how this works? You can save a section and use that section at the same page, but that doesn't make much sense because you could also clone it, but you can also use it on another page. Everybody get this? Enter yes or no. I kind of like to see if everybody get this feature. Okay, now there is one more thing. So, slider jack is implemented on a later date, and you might have created already a drag and drop team. Okay, and now Jack, you said, I like slider jack, but you came a little bit late with this update. Don't you feel that way? Did you say, hey, I like slider jack, but what I'm doing with my existing page? So what we're going to do is create from all the niches the slider jack, which we already have done. We're going to export them to our server, and then you can import slider jack to your existing website. So in that way you can add slider jack easily, including the images, to your existing website. So that is coming. That takes kind of an effort, but that is coming. Everybody get that? So you can import standard elements to your website. Those are standardized elements. So you select, okay, I want a slider and I want it from this niche, and you import it to your page.
Oh, okay.
So
So
that
it'd be like going shopping.
you're going shopping and it's kind of for free for the enterprise users.
That's awesome.
Okay?
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I can take any more excitement today. Okay. Content, sliders. Um, all right. Let's go and do a, we'll remove this and add columns, and let's do it in the center. Any day now. I put new batteries in my mouse.
Yeah, I think it is just response time. So,
Well, yeah.
so you are communicating with Skype now, with GoToWebinar, with your website, with your hosting. So your internet speed get max out.
I know. I've got to send a cable down to you.
Yes.
Actually, I turned Skype off. Okay. Sidebar, sidebar, slider. Okay. And give it a name. I always name it what the module is so that I don't have to try and figure it out. Okay. Add a new slide. Since this is a dentist one, button text. Um, slide image.
So I think we are almost an hour on the way. I'm not sure if you want to
Okay.
touch such big topic now. Um,
I was just going to do a quick one.
okay.
Okay.
So please be with us a couple of more minutes. Hope you have some energy left, and
Yeah.
we can do.
I was just going to stick one image in.
Okay.
Okay. So, I mean, it's up to everybody to play around with these, add some information and see what happens. If you're going to add any sort of code, you need to make sure you're in text. But, you know, go through these and make some settings, save it, go and see what happens. Insert the slide, save, update. Now I didn't change anything else around it, but just don't be afraid to play.
Now with
All right.
the cloning of a section, you have more freedom to play with things around. You can activate them, deactivate them, delete them. So kind of you have almost nothing to lose. You can also clone an entire page and you just play on that new page and you can make it live as soon as it's to your like.
Right.
So um, I know many of you guys like probably the standard website, and I did for a long time too. But once you get used to the drag and drop, you got so much more freedom.
I know. I wouldn't go back to the standard for anything.
So,
This is so much fun.
so um, I got a question. Hey Jack, tell me the difference between the standard and the drag and drop. And kind of the answer to it is kind of what you are used to it. Okay, some people like Android and other people like iPhone. Okay, and if you always have used Android and they would give you an iPhone, you would say I don't like it. Okay, so but on a certain way, the drag and drop, keep adding features which are just not possible with the standard theme. So kind of clone a section, move things around, customize it to your like. All are just very easy with a drag and drop. But I agree, it is a change. Okay, so it is a change. And if you are starting new, you definitely want to start using the drag and drop. Okay, if you are new, if you are happy with the standard theme, there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, there's nothing wrong with the standard theme, but the drag and drop is just the next generation.
It gives you so much more freedom to do just about anything you want, and that you can, with a standard, your whole website, every page is pretty much the same, and with drag and drop you can do something different on every single page.
So do you, Stella, so can you show a sales page? Go to jackhopman.com and then go to the enterprise sales page. Okay? And it is not a joke, what I'm going to tell you is really true. Every site I create at the moment for any business, I use the drag and drop theme. Also my sales pages. Okay, so if you go to the enterprise website.
Where are we?
Yeah.
Enterprise.
Okay. And then you will see, wow, Jack, that looks completely different than your niche site, correct? This looks completely different. You guys see how much different that looks? You know? And this is made with the drag and drop theme. Okay? There's nothing special in it. I create such website in a half day. With Karen, you see me create websites, correct?
Yes, I know.
I do that in a half day because it is also module. So once you have one setup, you just clone it. So that is what Karen tried to say is with the standard theme, you kind of in a certain format. With the drag and drop theme, it's kind of your imagination. Okay? It is modular, so you can move those blocks around, clone them, and use them to your like. Okay?
There is so much freedom. And there's a sort of parallax effect if anybody likes the where the background is stationary and the top floats over it. It's wonderful. There's so many ways to play.
So my advice is if you're happy with the standard, nothing wrong with it. Because the standard website is very well mobile responsive, and I think 80-90% of the business websites are not. So it is already a huge improvement. With the drag and drop, besides that it has all the features from the standard, it is also very customizable. Okay, it becomes so flexible.
Yeah.
Okay, and we keep adding features to it. You know, it's kind of every week we release something but is added. But you probably haven't seen the timer. You probably haven't seen a section inactive and active. You probably haven't seen the export of a section, and there's so much more coming every week because you know it's not hard to come up with features, so it's not that hard. So and we keep adding it in. So my goal is you don't need anything else than the enterprise theme. That is my goal. Okay.
Yes. I can't thank you all enough. This was it was a little bit of heart pounding and shallow breathing for a bit, but it just feels really strange to be sitting here talking to myself and knowing that you guys are all out here. I really appreciate it.
So the last thing we're going to answer is go to the back end of the team, Karen, please.
And,
And then there is a section tutorials.
right, where did we go? Oh, Theme Jack. All right. Tutorials.
Okay, here we show all the general tutorials, and we show also the each tutorial for each module. You see here
Right.
how the how-to tutorials, and also for each module. And I don't know how many modules we have at the moment. So many. How many do you see the bottom one? So
Not yet.
okay, so it has many tutorials. Now Karen surprised me an hour ago. Hey Jack, did you see that I created a video about the overview about the drag and drop? So if you look a little bit under the how to, just
Right
above
here.
modules, you see an overview video about the drag and drop. So kind of this answer the question, where are the videos? So the replays are shown 1 week on jackhopman.com. There are the replays. Okay. If you want to dig in a certain topic, you go to the backend or you go to the membership side and look uh, at those videos. Can you open Lead Finder for me, please? Show Lead Finder. There's also a Lead Finder is in tutorials. So for Lead Finder, the tutorials are inside Lead Finder Jack. Okay?
Right.
So I hope this answers your question. Use those tutorials. They are short, to the point. They are not 1 hour long like the webinars are. So they are to the point. You will learn a lot.
See,
And
this one is
Karen, are you doing a next training next Sunday, 2 p.m.?
sure. If
So,
people have questions, I will be here. And if you are new to Lead Finder Jack and or Local Theme Jack and you need help getting up and running, come and visit me on Skype and I'll help you unpack your purchase and start using it.
okay, who is coming next Sunday? So we can see, if we serve you to your like. Say yes or no.
Okay, okay. And please send me your questions during the week and I will do my best to get things set up so that we can kind of streamline the process and answer as many questions as possible.
Okay, and to close this, Tuesday, I'm going to show you something that will blow your mind. I'm 100% sure. So you don't want to miss that. So I worked on, I think, about 6 months. And even the last weeks, it became incredible what it is possible. So Tuesday, probably tomorrow, I will send an email out that you don't want to miss my email on Tuesday. And I will demo it also on Tuesday. So tomorrow I will send out an email. Tuesday I will send out an email and I will demo it on the training. Does that make sense? So I'm super excited. It's where we have worked on. Karen also have worked on it. So many have worked on it, and it's getting released on Tuesday.
Okay, the Skype ID, I was trying to type it in the message box and I can't. The Skype ID is support Jack. That ought to be easy enough to remember. So thank all of you ever so much, and I look forward to seeing you on Skype.
Thank you so much, Karen, and thanks everybody for joining the training.